All right, college football. Let's start this. 5 days this week, one Power 5 conference every single day.
Can't believe you started with the Big Ten.
Because it's the most interesting to me.
I know. So why'd you start with it? That
because it's
leads up to
Monday.
that.
No, it's Monday. It's good. We'll get into it. Fridays, we'll save roll call Friday. We'll go fast with the Pac-12 because no one cares. So we'll go fast. We'll run through that, even though UFC is good.
Save the SEC for Friday.
We can do that if you want. I was going to do Big Ten today, SEC tomorrow, but we can do that. We can save the SEC for Friday if you'd like. But it's roll call Friday, so it's always a busier type of day.
Right.
So I want to make sure we get the full, rundown here. But this is from DraftKings. Sorry, excuse me. This is from FanDuel.
Okay.
The odds for the Big Ten.
Yep.
Winning the Big Ten. Ohio State plus 165. Michigan plus 185. Penn State plus 600. There's nobody else who can win the division, right? Win the conference, right?
No.
That's it, right?
That's it.
We got 3.
Fine.
Can you convince yourself to make the 6-1 bet on Penn State?
Oh, you try to nail me down. You try to nail me down on Friday when we talked about this. When we were with the other guy signing him up. I don't think they beat them both.
Here's your schedule. Okay, ready?
Oh, you bringing up the Penn State schedule right now?
Here it is. Okay, here's your Penn
Damn
State.
you!
Wait, damn me! This is the Penn State schedule. Okay.
Yes.
Penn State opens with West Virginia. Doesn't matter.
Crush West Virginia.
They play Delaware. Doesn't matter. They start Big Ten play at Illinois.
They always make this game hard at Illinois, but they win.
Okay, they're home for Iowa. This is the
Under.
Their win total is 9.5. We'll get to that later in the summer, but 9.5. Their entire 9.5 win total hinges on this game. It hinges on the Iowa game.
We got friends in Iowa. We got a lot of people in Iowa to watch the show and stuff. This will be a tough one for me.
I'm so glad we're talking football right now. I'm so excited. This is phenomenal. I love this right now.
Lose this. Is there a line on this game?
Yep, of course there is.
-7.
Sounds right. That sounds right.
Oh,
at home, at night. Is this your whiteout game?
No.
Okay.
They win that game.
They win the game?
Yeah.
You sure?
I think so. Yeah, they win. They win. I told you. Yes, they win.
Northwestern.
I was going to go to Penn State when they could. That's the problem. They could.
Not going to. I like Penn State. I like Penn State over 9.5 wins. I like this. My first bet in college football is probably going to be Penn State to win 10 games. Northwestern is a complete dumpster fire at the moment. We don't need to get into what's going on at Penn State, but most likely they're going to have a new head coach
to start
Northwestern to start the season. Pat Fitzgerald is most likely not going to survive what's going on right now. It is
holy crap.
Bad for them. Then they play. They have an off game. So do you think they're 5-0 going to the bye week?
Yes,
I do too. Then they play my alma mater.
How'd this game get on the schedule when it did?
They dump truck my team. So UMass will be throttled by Penn State by the tune of 40-10. And so
Penn State is a 10.5 point favorite against Iowa, by the way.
10.5. That seems a little high.
lot.
But there's quarterback problems in Iowa, so we'll see what happens with Iowa.
Okay.
But they're always one of those annoying competitive teams that just goes there and loses.
Right.
But they'll keep it close. Then the game at Ohio State, Saturday, October 21st, which is the third Saturday in October, which is also Alabama-Tennessee Day. So we get Alabama-Tennessee and Ohio State-Penn State.
It's an awesome day.
It's an awesome day.
Ohio State's a 10.5 point favorite.
Too high, right?
You know how many times I've had Ohio State or Penn State plus the points against Ohio State and something, we're losing by 7 and there's a pick 6 with 25 seconds left to go and they don't cover. I've had it so many times. Yes, my initial thought is they'll cover a double-digit spread, but they'll lose.
They can't win that game.
Oh, I mean, right now, yes, they could, but right now I say they don't.
Okay, I think you're right. I think they lose that game. Indiana at home.
Penn State's winning that game.
At Maryland.
That one will be tougher than it's supposed to be, but Penn State will win that game.
Because of who's next. You're on the road at Maryland. It's the classic trap spot. in the classic look ahead spot. All the kids looking ahead to Michigan at home. Huge game. Maryland gives you, you got to kick a field goal to win the game at the end because it's way closer than it's supposed to have been. So yes, I agree. They beat Maryland. Don't think they cover, and then here you go with Michigan at home.
You see the pain on my face that you brought this schedule up? It said Big Ten preview, and then you put up the Penn State schedule.
Yeah.
And I was at this conference all morning, so I wasn't even prepared for
I
this.
love Michigan. Okay. I think Michigan wins the national championship.
Yeah,
the Michigan season
at Penn State.
The Michigan season hinges on this game.
Yeah, they lose this game at Penn State. You know that, right?
You think Penn State wins? I don't think so. I think Michigan wins this game. I think Penn State goes 10-2, and they lose to Michigan. They lose to Ohio State.
What's the date of this game?
November the 11th.
November 11th. Did I put it up? Oh! I would have put it a little bit different.
What is it?
I'd have said pick and let them bet me Michigan. Michigan minus 2.5.
Correct number.
It's a good number.
Yep.
That's very fair.
Yep.
Listen, Michigan go there and win. I so want that one. Clear the deck on November 11th. That's F1 weekend. That's perfect.
It is F1 weekend. You're right.
Yeah, I won't be leaving that house for 3 days that weekend anyway. I don't care who's coming here.
Right.
I ain't coming to pick you up. You can come out to my place. I ain't going nowhere near that place. Unless Addison comes and gets us a voucher or some sort of pass and we get some helicopter flight down there. I don't want to drive down there.
So you smoke Rutgers, and then did you know you're playing Michigan State at Ford Field?
Yeah.
That's any worry there?
That's good. No, that's good. I don't want to play them outside.
Okay.
And all that stuff bad can happen. Put it in the dome.
Yeah, but you run the ball so well, though. Wouldn't you want the weather to be on your favor? Like bad weather?
No, sometimes when you go to Michigan State, it's this weird stuff happens. I've seen it too many times. The big favorite go there in a bad weather game and they eat it up. Fans go crazy. So no, I'm good with that. They're beating Michigan State too. 10-1. 10-1.
10-2, you mean? They played 12 games.
11-1.
11. Penn State's not going 11-1. Here's the quick, just run it down fast. This is Michigan's schedule. Okay.
Yeah.
East Carolina, UNLV, Bowling Green, Rutgers, 4-0. They go to Nebraska, they'll kill the Huskers.
5.
Minnesota is a little bit of a tough one, but they should win that game. Indiana at home, they'll kill them.
7.
At Michigan State on the road is a tricky one, rivalry game, but they should win that game. They
8.
killed them last year.
Yeah.
Okay. Then Purdue
at home.
They're going to whip Purdue.
That game.
Then there's the Penn State game.
That's crazy. They're going to come into Penn State 9-0 and lose.
Yep. Okay. I don't think so. They win. They're 10-0. They beat Maryland on the road. And then it comes down to Ohio State, and they beat Ohio State again. And Michigan runs the table. Michigan's in the national championship with the 1 seed.
They got to win the Big Ten championship game.
Well, this is the problem, right? Because whoever they're playing on the other side is going to be a cupcake, most likely.
Whoa.
So
a cupcake? Wisconsin, you're calling a cupcake?
Yes.
Nebraska could be a cupcake. Iowa could be serious? A cupcake.
We're not. Yes. And yes. For Michigan, yes.
Oh.
On a neutral field in the Big Ten title game, yes.
They've been having success in the Big Ten.
13-0
against these cupcakes.
I think Michigan runs the table this year. I think 15-0 is possible.
Slow down.
Just saying. This is the year for Harbaugh. This is the year. Everything. Alabama, big questions. Georgia's got questions at quarterback. Tennessee's got a question at quarterback. LSU is still trying to rebuild what they're going to look like. Ohio State's got quarterback concerns, not questions, but concerns. Okay. Even Penn State's got quarterback concerns a little bit. Got an improving kid.
Of course.
So things are set up. JJ McCarthy, they've got the best quarterback. They got the best running back. They got the best offensive line. They got a good defense. Michigan is flat out loaded this year.
You're annoying me right now talking about this. This is going to be a hard one to stomach all season. If they go to the Penn State game undefeated and win, it's very real, 1 and 2. the fight song, the nonstop. It'll be nonstop.
Oh, I can't. Yeah.
Enough.
Hail to
Like,
the Victors is up there with Rocky Top for me. I'm just annoying. The
It's
band
what-
plays the same thing over and over again. It's annoying as hell.
it's fun though when you're rooting for them. I've sung it myself when I've had them or against somebody.
Okay.
You know, one of the better bets I made in recent history was on Michigan on the money line and plus the points in the cold of Michigan Stadium. The first year they beat them, not last year, the year before.
Ohio State.
Beat Ohio State.
Yes.
It was so obvious to me. The line was wrong and it was
Yeah.
just high and it was just, it was at home. We're like,
That's what I was like last year with Michigan. I bet Michigan to win it last year. Everyone's like, no way. I'm like, they're going to beat them again. Harbaugh's got them. He's got their number.
yeah.
He got them believing. He turned the tide. Once that pendulum swings in college football and you, in those big rivalry games, you start expecting that you're going to win, it's problematic. Auburn did it to Alabama in the Cam Newton years, and they started to change the.
Well, they
the
knew they
thought.
were going to win.
Michigan believes they're going to beat them again at home this year. They believe they're going to beat Ohio State for a third straight year. Even today, they believe it. Right now, we're beating Ohio State for a third straight time.
We have Michigan fans in the chat. Eron, Sean, hail, Michigan.
I told
baby.
you we're big in the Midwest.
What the hell?
Oh yeah,
Go blue, 1-star Gorov.
I'm going to be wearing Michigan gear. I'm getting tons of Michigan gear this year. I'm all in. I'm on. They're my team this year. I'm riding. I'm riding.
You're an SEC guy.
Not really. I mean, I love the SEC. I'm a huge SEC fan, but I believe that there's problems. I don't think the SEC wins the national championship this year. I don't.
Oh, please be right about
I just
that.
I don't. I
Please.
think
Please.
it's a transition year. They put 3 quarterbacks from the top 10 picks into the NFL.
It's a transition year for the
NFL, SEC. Yes, this is going. They're going to be there. They're going to be hyper competitive. This is not going to be open and shut. Last year was open and shut. Georgia was so damn good. They're better than everybody. Not the case this year. Washington's not there. They don't have the same quarterback, same running back, same offensive line. They did
this.
7 picks in the first round off
I like
that
where
Georgia
you're
team.
going with all this. This is good. I like this.
So I'm just saying it's a year where they'll restock and get those young kids some experience. And if Tennessee, I mean this could have been a year for Tennessee if they had the quarterback, they had Hooker back and they had the receivers back. It could be, but it's not. They don't. They got a new quarterback, and look around the SEC. Look how many new quarterbacks are going to be starting for these teams.
Good.
Alabama,
We need
Georgia.
a break. Good.
LSU. This could be LSU's year. LSU can win the SEC.
Here it goes.
What do you mean? They could win the SEC. That's great for Michigan.
LSU's won everything. Can we not have LSU win the football? I mean, they won every sport.
No, they didn't. They won the national championship in baseball. They lost the
won the women's
they
basketball.
won the women's. So they're 2-0 there.
They
And gymnastics lost.
Yeah, they won something else too.
Yeah, they won 3. They've won 3 national championships this year.
Like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, they'll win the SEC. I think LSU can win the SEC. I think they're live. We'll do them later in the week, but I think they're live to win the SEC, which is going to be fun.
Francisco Ochoa came in the chat and just asked a great question. Could this be the year where we only get one SEC team in the playoffs?
It's really hard to say because I don't know what the Big 12 is going to look like yet. The Big 12 could have a couple. I mean, if this is the year for Texas, yeah, this could be the one. It could be a 1-year SEC, 1-team SEC year.
Oh, Texas is still in the.
Oh, that's right.
Big
Big 12. Yes, right.
SEC.
Not yet. No,
They're not
20
yet?
next year. This is their last year. They go next year. So they're still a Big 12 team this year. So if Texas goes and Texas does well, like they're supposed to, if their quarterbacks can stay healthy, then I think you do have a 1-year SEC.
I'm
Final
all
Four.
for it.
Final Four.
I'm all for it.
Because I think USC's got a really good shot of being in. Okay. And Caleb Williams they should run the table
Right.
and be in. And then a Big 12 team, say it's Texas. Big 10 team, Michigan, and then either Ohio State or potentially an SEC team. I mean, the SEC could get shut out this year.
Huh.
I'm serious.
Huh.
It
What
could
in
happen.
the world would happen? Would anybody watch the playoff?
Yes, but that could happen. It could be. This could be the year where the SEC gets shut out.
He
of the
said
Final
it,
Four.
not me.
It's
He
just
said
it's
it.
just a fact. It's just. I mean, people are like, there's no way Alabama or Georgia misses. Yes, there is. There is a chance that Alabama or Georgia misses. There is 100%.
Alabama or both.
Both could miss it. Absolutely. Yeah. Again, LSU could be really freaking good this year. Look, I mean, if LSU does what LSU, I mean, they could win the West. And then if LSU wins the West, they're in the SEC championship game. I mean, if they play Georgia and beat Georgia, they're in. So it's not impossible. Not